Hi there, and welcome. I'm Dr. Cyanide, and this is my overly intricate Iron Man project. Oh, I've been working a long time towards this. One more time. Oh yeah. Let's take a closer look at this arm. I know that this is just going to be a prototype unit, and there are a lot of features that I want to change, but I'm going to push this prototype as far as I can for now. One of the things that I really like about it is that it's very easy to remove, and that each of these rocket assemblies is modular. I can just take a screwdriver and unscrew 2 screws to remove any rocket. Each rocket module has its servo wires run in cable managed strips that are printed in to the part itself. And those strips leave space just on the side of the frame so that it can all be routed to the 16-channel PWM controller. The 16-channel PWM controller is connected by that white wire up to the wrist where I've got an Arduino Nano. And this end of wires hanging off of it is what was going to connect to my control glove. However, there's a short in here, so I'm having to remake it. The idea with this was that conductive thread would carry the signal to a Hall effect sensor I have in the fingertips, and that when I brought the finger close to the thumb, it would complete a signal and trigger a response in the rest of the suit. In addition to getting a new glove made, I am hoping to be able to fit some speakers and an additional servo for a wrist laser on as well. Some known shortcomings of this prototype is that I can't rotate just my wrist segment. When I try to, you'll see that this main rocket rotates away. I just don't have a good design for that yet. And I also need to improve the hinge for the elbow piece a little bit. Maybe wire manage it a bit better. The hinges that it opens up with also aren't adequate for a final version, because if I were to have the Iron Man shell on here, it would, when I opened up the hinges, it would crash the shell into itself. But I know those shortcomings. Right now it's mostly just how far can I actually push this prototype. One thing that I did different with this approach, which is why some of the parts have weird spacings or weird slants in them, is I started with a 3D model of the shell. Now this 3D model isn't perfect. I will need to modify it to fit my designs, but starting with that, I was able to fit everything where it goes. I also, to help me line it up, I included these little rectangles to see where the space needed for the rocket to pop up would intersect with the shell. I've got a long way to go on this side of everything, but it's certainly shown to be a better looking and more promising start than any of the other versions I've done. Another thing I want to do is integrate these blue fairy lights programmatically so that when it fires up, it has that cinematic appeal. Obviously turning on when they're up, and then when they're all off, turning off to hide the seams in the suit. But I think that just is gonna add a lot of extra punch to this whole thing. In other updates, I've printed a new helmet, which is a little big, but considering all the electronics that I want to try to squeeze into that, I could use a little big to start off with. I don't know how well this file will hold up. I might have to modify it some more, but for now, it's at least printed out and not melted. So that's a win. I think that might be it for this update video. It's been quite a blast getting this far along on the project, and I'm really happy with it. If you want to see more of this project, I upload very infrequently to YouTube, so you're going to want to subscribe and turn on notifications. Yes, I know you hear it a million times. You can check out how often I've uploaded. It's worth it. If you want smaller videos of me just troubleshooting or figuring this out as I go, I'm on TikTok at Dr. Cyanide1. Yeah, thanks for watching, and don't be afraid to chase your dreams, even if it's one small step at a time. Take care.